Yo, yo, yo. You're tuning in with Former Foods Podcast with your host, Mr. Messy Pastor, y'all. We got our co-host here, Triple T.
Yo, what's going on? Triple T, Tasty Topics with Tati with Former Foods Podcast.
Hey, y'all. This is our first episode. Just want to give y'all a little information about what we coming about. We gonna be hitting y'all with all of the trending topics, y'all. We gonna hit y'all with the celebrity gossip. We gonna do relationship drama. We gonna do sex. That's right. We talking about everything on here, y'all. We gonna have some guests. We gonna have a good time, and we hope that y'all would enjoy these episodes and these shows that we got bringing this way. But a little bit before we go any further, we got a special guest here tonight, y'all. We got Mr. Eric Moore, known as the Ladies Man, y'all.
I don't know about ladies, man.
Okay, because he sounded hard when you said the ladies.
He got that grin. That's what he known for. He know. Hey, see, I know more about him than many of them, so I can call him the Ladies Man. But no, we got Mr. Eric Moore in the building. Thank you for coming out with us,
Man, I'm glad
Eric.
y'all. I appreciate y'all having me here.
Oh, no doubt. Man, but today we got a hot topic going on today. It's
Very,
deep.
very interesting.
Yes, it is. It's dealing with the hurt from a parent of a child, meaning that this parent here, which is Eric Moore, he have experienced some really traumatic things with his daughter. Not only with his daughter, but in life in general.
Yeah, we all.
Yeah. But one thing in particular that we gonna talk about is a real traumatic event that happened and occurred in his life, and it happened by his own 13-year-old daughter, y'all. His own 13-year-old daughter. So before we go into asking him questions or figuring out what's going on, I just want to know a little bit about Eric. Maybe Eric can give us a little 411 on him as we go ahead and move into that topic. Eric, just let us know a little bit about you.
Oh man, that's kind of hard. It's a lot about me. We're gonna leave out the ladies, man, because
Can't leave out that part,
we
man.
gotta leave that part out, man. West side of Chicago, 290 style. You know where we from. Also, I just got into acting not too long ago, so that's pretty much where I'm at.
Congratulations with that.
Thank
Good job. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Also, birthday 11/8, Scorpio, y'all.
Hey, give it up one time for the Scorpios in the building, y'all. Yeah. I can tell a hater when I see her.
I think matter of fact, it's a couple of us here.
It's a couple. Hey, we surrounded by Scorpios in here. But no, go ahead.
But yeah, it's a lot I gotta say about myself, but we ain't here for all that. But I'm just here to do the show.
Oh, I
Let's
appreciate
get down, man.
that.
Let's get down.
Let's get down to it. Okay, so back in what year was when this happened to you?
21.
And back in 2021, Eric had a situation where his 13-year-old daughter stabbed him. And she stabbed him to the point where he was on his deathbed.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Very, very, man, it was something. I've been a friend of Eric for some time now, maybe going on about 12 years. So I've seen him in and out, so,
Yeah.
But to start, let me ask you a question, man. What happened? Tell us about what happened
Yeah,
during
tell
that.
us a little bit about you and your daughter's relationship first.
I mean, that's the to this day, that's the part that trips me out. Where I get a little confused there, because me and my daughter's relationship was like crazy, like not in a good way, like more like a scripted love, if that makes sense. Like I was the movie father, you know, like so we had a very close bond. You know, that was she used to always be on my hip. We had a close bond. Like she was a daddy's girl. And,
Oh, wow.
you know, real like couldn't do nothing without me.
I recall that.
Yeah,
I recall that.
So just from the turn of it, just, you know, kind of, it's still questionable to this day. I still wonder, like, what happened? You know, where did her thoughts come in at? Where, you know, that person that was a daddy's girl altered.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. Tell us what happened that day. What led to that moment where
Right, that's what I want to know.
what led to that moment?
That's it's kind of all over the place. I know the day before, you know, my daughter got her first butt whooping from me. You know, she got her first ass kicking from me. Excuse my language.
No, you. Hey, listen, we here. We gonna talk.
She got
you
that-
welcome to
she
speak freely.
She
My
got
brother.
her first ass kicking from me, and you know, I guess if I was to put myself in her mental state, I feel like I broke her heart.
Why you whoop her ass? Tell us why you whoop her ass.
You know,
He don't want to tell that part. We trying to figure out what triggered her to hurt you.
you know, I don't whoop kids, and you know, it had to. I couldn't cope with the being fast when I grew up so fast. So you know, I go through her tablet one day because she was missing online school, and so I go in there and I see all this other stuff you're doing, and you missing school to do all of this, just being fast, and I'm old school. No, you're not gonna do that around me. You ain't,
Absolutely.
I'm teenager not. Just take that somewhere else, you know. So it was just so to me it was so disrespectful. It was just too fast. You know, you need your ass kicked. Put this
I understand that.
put this Gucci belt on your ass this time. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty much her first whooping she ever got from me. You know, and if I can say she probably didn't cope with it right, because like I'm 30, my daddy ain't never did nothing to me. Like he whooped me, so this is a daddy's girl, a real daddy's girl. She would be the one to tell you then, oh, I'm gonna go live with my daddy. You know, so at that moment, that's where everything shift. Like I broke her heart with that ass whooping.
Oh wow.
Going forward, then maybe 2 days later, I go out, go have a nice dinner. I leave, go to work. My daughter's home. I told her, the girl I'm dating, I tell her, hey, don't let her leave. Let me know if she leave out or do anything. So my daughter leaves out the house, does what she want to do. I get a phone call, hey, your daughter left out again. So
Before you go, how old was she at this time?
13.
13
Yeah,
years
13
old.
years old. 13 years old. Just, you know, smart mouth, like I am, but whatever. So, you know, I get out of work, catch at this park. Hey, you know, let's go. And took in the house, and at that moment, I was like, you know what? I don't do all this whooping. I don't do the yelling. I don't do these things. So I'm going to send you back with your mother. So I walks off, comes back, walking up the hallway. I don't know where her head was at that moment. And I turned into the kitchen and just went into a sting. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, what the hell just happened to me? My body just stiffened up. I'm like, what the? So I look down, you know, I got this knife in me. So what the fuck? So, you know,
So at this time, you saying you was coming out
I was coming from the room.
and she just caught you off guard.
Yeah. Cause who gonna expect
Your 13-year-old daughter.
You know what I'm saying? Who's expecting that? So I'm not looking for my child to do nothing to me. Nobody is.
Absolutely.
You know, so I don't know what was in their head. Like this is my opinion of the whooping caused a heartbreak, you know, for my child. So like I said, you know, I come down this hallway and she lies it in me. I don't know what the intentions was. I don't know if she even meant to put it in me like that. I don't know. I don't know where her head was at. And before I knew it, I was looking down at myself snatching the knife out of me and dropped the knife.
Okay, cool. Man, that's kind of crazy. I'm happy that you were able to talk about it. You know,
Absolutely.
still to today. Even after when she stabbed you, what was her reaction, or how did she, or did you even at that moment, were you able to even grasp what was going on with her?
I wasn't able to grasp what was going on at that for a second. I forgot who the hell she was. I forgot she was a daughter. So I'm just like I say, I was in a shock mode, like I don't know what that knife did to my body, but I just stiffened up, and I was just like, you know, and it took a minute for my brain to catch up. Like, dude, you got a steak knife in you, buddy. And I looked at her, and I just couldn't grasp. Like, I just looked at her, like, you know, and picked her up. Then I put her back down, and I walked off.
You walked off.
Yeah, I walked off.
So did you walk off from her? Like, so you left the house?
Yeah.
You left the house
Yeah.
while you were stabbed, and she was still in the house at the moment that you were stabbed?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I'm squirting like a fountain, looking at myself because, you know, I took the knife out of me. I snatched it out. I walked to the room, grabbed my wallet. I'm quiet. Girl didn't know I was even going on. She just was laying in the bed. But, you know, I grabbed my wallet. I'm finna take myself to the hospital. You know, I'm holding my chest. I'm walking downstairs. I walked down a flight of stairs, got in the car. Now I'm coaching myself. I'm talking to myself. Like, hey man, let's get you to a hospital. So, you know, I pulls off, blood squirting all over the car. And I get to a stop sign. It's probably 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. It's hot. It's humid. And I'm telling myself, hey man, we out south. It's probably rush hour going out west. Because the only thing we know out west is Rush Hospital, you know, all these hospitals. So I'm like, I ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna die in traffic.
Wow.
I'm talking to myself
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna die in traffic. Damn. So I go around the block, park back in front of the house, and that's when I called the ambulance, then called the girl, hey, yo, I'm downstairs in the car, Naya stabbed me. And
So your girl wasn't there?
she was in the room.
She didn't know that you had been stabbed. So you had left
I was quiet.
out of the vicinity of where your help was and went down and isolated yourself pretty much with an open wound. You isolated yourself and went down to the car and called her back up while she up in the
I
house.
went around the block, all this mess.
So you drove around the block
serious.
and your help is upstairs.
Yeah. I went in the room. When I went and got my wallet, she was in the bed. She, you know, I'm quiet. I was quiet. I didn't panic.
Wait. Hold the hell up.
I missed a little bit. I had a
So
point
you
on.
said you went after you done got stabbed, you done went in the room and got your wallet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the hospital.
And your girl laying in the bed.
Yeah.
And you looking for a damn wallet.
Yeah.
And you got
I got to go. We don't got time to talk.
But shit, you don't need to be grabbing no wallet. You need to be grabbing your phone.
Shit, I was still trying to figure out what was going on.
So at this moment, you was just too much in shock to even, grab that concept of you being stabbed. You just went to go and get your wallet.
I was in survival mode. Like I knew I got a friend, you know, Paul said this is another thing that helped me live as long as I did at that moment. I got a friend named Keita. Shout out to Keita. She had an incident where she was shot by a loved one, and she said the only thing kept her alive was her holding her breath and hold it as long as she can to save them last few breaths till she got some help. She got a daughter at home she had to get to. So that's what I remember, that conversation me and her had. So shit, I'm in the car sitting in front of the house waiting for her to come downstairs.
So wait. Here's
What you
the thing.
confused
I'm not really confused, but I'm trying to figure out, like, was she asleep? Was your girl asleep?
I don't know. I think she was watching TV. She just didn't look up at me. I was quiet.
No, y'all was fumed. You was messing with somebody. Y'all ass was fumed. They was fumed and she wasn't paying no attention to you.
So
You gonna say
no,
that
we
she-
wasn't. No,
She wasn't paying no attention to you because you made her mad being the ladies' man.
No, we was cool. We just did a real big dinner for her birthday 2 days before.
Okay.
So like, man, I went from looking like Ebony Man of the Month and laying upside down looking at the ceiling in 2 days. So it was like, damn. So yeah, she was just laying there. I was quiet. It was nothing to her. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's going on. So she's in her zone. And like I say, I walked in there quietly. I took my time, walked in there, hold my chest. And I don't know what darn on her, but yeah, I grabbed my wallet. Okay, make sure I got everything I need so I can get to this hospital.
So wait a minute, I missed a little bit. So how many times did she stab you?
I don't recall. I recall once. I just, and because like I said, I went into a quick shock, like and based on the doctors, they found 3 holes. So they think I was hit multiple times. I'm like, I don't remember. I don't know if she went in on some Chucky shit or just one. I don't know if I did the extra damage by snatching it out of me, because when she put it in me, I looked down.
So when was the last time you actually seen your daughter?
3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So now you got stabbed. You didn't got the ambulance came. They took you to the hospital, and I can recall this because I was one of the ones who came up to the hospital and seen you, and I saw you like literally unresponsive, head, like no movement. When I came into the room, the doctor and your mom was in the room at the moment, and they was like, "Oh yeah, he ain't moving, he ain't giving no response. He just here, you know." What happened? Like what was the damage that she done?
Oh, the damage she did, the top ventricles of my heart is permanently damaged. So it's like I'm walking around with half a heart.
What got you out of that? What got you out of that spell? Or if you can recall, what got you out of that moment in that hospital? Could you remember anything that was going through your head? Or
I remember everything. I just wasn't conscious here.
yeah, because when I came up there, I mean, your mom was talking to you and you was not responding. You didn't look at her. But I wanna honestly, I wanna tell you a story, right? And if I may tell you, and I don't know if you remember this, right? So the doctor, when I went into the room with you, I was sitting there, and then your mom was telling me that you haven't been responsive, that you wasn't responding to nobody. And I remember, and at this time, y'all got to understand that me and him was into it heavy. Yeah. We hadn't talked, seriously, we hadn't talked
like
in so long. It was about 6 or 7 months when this had happened to him. But when I heard that this happened to him, you know, it broke me because first of all, this was
See, being petty, I tell you about that.
It did. And you know what? It opened up my eyes because I really, when I heard it, I thought he was gone. Mm-hmm. And that was, and then I heard who did it. I was like, oh man. So I walked into this hospital and his mom sitting over at the bed. She's crying. I see the doctors and the nurses. They like, yeah, he'll be okay. You know, just, you know, but he was not responding and wasn't moving. Now, I walked up to this true story. I walked up to him and I whispered in his ear and I said, bro, you got this. Get up. Now, the man wasn't moving. The man looked me over in my face, grabbed my hand, and was like, that's what he did to me.
Yeah, I got a video of it actually.
And his mom now and the doctor was like, what did you just whisper in this dude's ear? This dude ain't gave us no movement, ain't moved his hand, his feet at all since he been here. But the moment you come in here and you whisper something in his ear, this guy looks over at you and starts smiling and laughing. And now more active than he was. Do you recall that?
Yeah, it's my boy. Well, no, I only recall it because one of my best friends, he had some of these videos, and he showed me the video, and I was like, "What the hell?" And that's when I saw the video. I saw that I was giving you some sign language or something. It's something like that. But
Yeah, you was,
Yeah.
and I thought you was putting me out, but I thought he was mad at me. I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was sitting in his deathbed telling me to get out the room.
Hey, you know, Scorpio, we going out great with that grudge.
Yeah, so I thought he was holding it against me. He was doing his little sign language, but he was responding as I was talking to him. So I can recall that much from my part. But also, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Like,
Please do. Come on.
what was the response from the mother when this 13-year-old stabbed you?
Now we getting down.
Yeah.
Now we getting down.
Wait, before you go into that, because you were stabbed by the mother once upon a time too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so
yeah.
it's a hip. What is it called?
It don't fall. Fruit don't fall far from the
It don't
tree.
fall too far from the tree.
Shit.
Learn behavior.
Yeah.
Learn behavior.
Like, damn, man, everybody want to stab me. Shit.
What the mama stab you for?
Man, we was toxic.
Oh, okay, y'all.
You know,
I told you he was the lady man. You ain't
So y'all made the daughter toxic.
yeah. That's the seed of Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, her response was, well, from what I was told, because I was told her response was, he deserved it.
Oh wow.
But damn, you know, but because like from what it was given to her, and that's not me taking up for what was given to her, I guess that was her response, because my daughter was saying one thing, you know, being a manipulative child, whatever. But yeah, she said that. To be quite honest, she kind of played a part in it without knowing she played the part. You know,
What you mean by that? Spill the tea. Spill the tea. What you mean by that, my brother?
You know, it's she kind of told my daughter to do it without knowing she told her to do it. You know, and that taught me something as a parent, to be very careful. Not even just a parent, just me in person. This is why I'm careful about what I say and how I say things to people, because it will be taken different. And what she told my daughter took it like that. So
what did she tell your daughter?
So we gotta go back to the heartbreak. So she got her first ass whooping. Now her heartbroken. Now she telling her mama, I wanna go. I don't wanna be here no more. My daddy beat my ass. You know, and the response to her mother was, do what you gotta do to protect yourself.
So she was kind of telling your baby mom that you was abusive to her.
Technically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what she was saying. And this is where you would think, this woman been knowing me since I was a teenager. You would be like, man, Eric don't whoop no kids. You got to let me call your daddy and see. You know what I'm saying? Let me check in, because that don't even seem like was something he would do. He don't even whoop kids.
But
so,
you said y'all was toxic.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Hey, he whooped the mama.
you better put the hands on the mama a few times.
Sometimes you got to.
You see what I'm saying? you see what I'm see? Now listen, wait, hold on. Here on Former Foods, we do not condone in no kind of domestic violence.
No.
This is the past. I'm sure you over
Thank
that.
you.
But we don't condone in no domestic violence. But I'm sure
Now I ain't put my hands on nobody.
now. Now, right?
No, it was a little different then. She was a pain in the ass back then. So, you know.
So
But a lot of
just saying that she told her daughter to do it in a different way.
Yeah, she was just like, I guess, I don't know. I you know, I'm not even gonna speak for her. I'm not gonna even try to put myself in her mind state. But I actually woke up and saw the conversation. You know, when I was in the hospital, when I started recovering and started getting into a capacity where I can just look at my phone and read things, because it was a moment where I look at my phone and my brain is going to shock. So I go in there checking emails, paying some bills on my own, checking email, and I saw the email say, the hell is this? And I, read the conversation, and that's when I saw her in the conversation between my daughter and herself. And she was just like, do whatever it is you got to do to protect yourself.
Against your daddy.
Yeah. So
that's cold.
So if I can say, it's like going to my daughter, it's like, what would my mother do?
Her mother will stab your ass, so she said, "I'm gonna stab your ass."
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean,
wow. Yeah, so that's what planted the seed in her mind. So it's like that's probably told her, like, it's okay, protect
Or maybe they had more conversations about it.
I don't know, but
because she had to be telling her something for her to say, just protect yourself.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. I see, one thing about me, I scream, holler, curse, whatever. I don't whoop no kids. I don't do that. I don't do it. But what she was doing, she got her first ass whooping, and it led to this.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I'm curious to know, like, how is that relationship now with your daughter? Like, I mean, me personally, I love my kids to death. I can't even put myself in a situation to understand how a person would feel to get stabbed by their child.
Their own child.
I couldn't. So my whole thing is, what are your how is that relationship now?
It's still damaged.
A lot of damage.
Very damaged.
Because you don't have an answer, right?
For what?
But why she stabbed you?
No, I don't have an answer, but shit.
I mean, have you and her had that conversation though?
No.
Is that something that y'all scared to talk about, or you just feel that it's past?
No. Well, for me, I'm past it. I'm back healthy. I'm fully healthy. I'm back making good money. I'm living good. So it's really past it. But for her, right now to this day, my daughter is still trouble.
That's why I believe it shouldn't be a pass. It should be
I'm
more
so
of trying to see how can you seek help to help her.
It's right.
But
I've been reaching, but it's like whatever is going on in her head is causing her to run from it. Not understanding, like, yeah, you did that to me, but I forgave you the moment you did it. Forgave her the moment she did it. So it's like, come on, everybody make mistakes. Everybody mess up. Let's get up and go. You my daughter.
That's fact. But also, I wanna ask you this question. Do you feel that your role in her life played a part of leading up to this incident?
Right.
Meaning, is it something that in your life you could have done better or done differently to be towards her?
Absolutely.
What's that?
First off, it taught me that the things that I was taught growing up, as right now in the generation we live in, you kind of gotta put that on the shelf and learn what's new out here and how things go now, and learn how to adapt to how these children are growing up. And so, if I can go back and do something different, it would really be just to communicate with her. Okay, this is a teenager. They gonna do what they gonna do. Right? It's behind your back or not, they're gonna do it. Mm-hmm. So at some point I do regret, I gave her that butt whooping. I really regret it.
Not only the butt whooping, but even on the
within her lifetime period, from her 13 and younger, was it something that you missed out on? Was it something that that triggered her from them years? Like, was you always a good father?
Yes.
Was you always in her life?
Yes. So that was the frustrating part for me, because this happened overnight. It happened overnight. My daughter, the person that started to come out, I didn't recognize. I'm like, what is this?
sometimes kids when they seeking attention, their behavior changes.
Absolutely.
A lot of parents don't know that though.
So she always wanted me to herself for a while, and I gave her the opportunity. But as me being the person that I am, I just stood back and watched and paid attention and noticed that she was just getting away from things she can't do where she was at first. So thought that, okay, my daddy cool. I'm gonna go over here and feel like I can get away with it and be sneaky or whatever it is she had in her mind, not knowing I'm just as worse as your mama.
So I'm gonna take it back. When you said that she wanted you all to herself, that means she didn't want you to have a woman,
No.
a girlfriend.
Oh, she hated that. She hated.
Right. So then I take you all the way back to when you said that when you stabbed and the woman didn't say nothing. What? Wait a minute. Like, you know what? You know, like it's something adding up in that situation.
What you missing? Come on, talk to me. What you missing?
I'm trying to figure it out. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's missing? Because she didn't want you to have a woman, and then when you were stabbed, I'm looking up. Anytime my man walk in the room, I'm looking up.
Okay. So I think I get what you're saying. How was her relationship with your woman?
Well, how was the relationship?
Did she like her, or she was approving?
She was sometiming. Like when she's doing something for her.
Of course, that's all kids. But she didn't on the more. If she wasn't doing something for her, she didn't really tolerate her.
Exactly.
So she really didn't like her.
Exactly.
So that could possibly
absolutely
played a part.
Absolutely.
It played a major
action.
part,
Absolutely.
especially with a young girl.
Absolutely.
A boy can tend to get, be cool with it, but a girl, especially with a woman, she's not.
I picked up on that too. I knew that. But still, this is something.
It's still not a reason for her to stab you.
No,
right?
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
You're definitely right.
Exactly. I've been, I always been there for her. Never walk away. So it was just that's why I say like it was kind of like, where did that come from? Like she went from this sweet little girl to real spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you start being into boys and all this shit, So
it happens.
It happened. That's the thing. It happened out of way. So I was like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And
so let me ask you this: with your girl, when your girl found out about all of this that had happened, even with, first of all, how did your girl receive her though? Like, because sometimes when you get a new woman,
very open receiving.
But see, they can be very open in receiving when you there. But when you are absent, they can treat them a different way. So here's the thing. How have you ever had a conversation with your daughter to say, hey,
I did.
Outside
I did.
Not with your girl.
I did. And it wasn't negative. It was just like, oh, I love her. I love Lily. I love her.
But
she love her, but just don't like her, huh?
This is my daughter. My daughter love you until you put your foot down. Oh, you can't do that
But
around
she don't
me.
like authority.
Yeah. Once you put some authority on her,
disciplined.
yeah, you burn.
So now that you have recovered, and now that relationship with your daughter is no longer tight knitted, what's going on with her now? Now that you're not physically that man in her life, what's going on? Because from what I know that she's had a little trouble.
Yeah.
So, and you on the back end, because of what situation have transpired with you on the back end now, like with your hands up, like, because I can't control it, but that's causing more damage moving forward.
Yeah, a lot of damage. Because y'all not communicating.
Exactly.
She has no father figure now. She has no male figure in her life.
So that's kind of like whatever my daughter feels right now. I've been reaching, and it's kind of like she's rejecting because she knows I love her. She knows I love her. She just knows that the things that she wants to do, you ain't gonna do it with me. You know, you're still a kid under my house. Like she's in my household, you're a kid. There's certain things you can and cannot do.
So her mom allows her to do whatever. That's what
I can't say what she was over there doing, but
so is she with her mom now, or she just?
no, she's with a friend.
She's with a friend.
Yeah, she's
and
with a friend.
at this time, how old is she?
My daughter's 15.
Right. So she shouldn't be with a friend.
Exactly.
But because you have kind of
So-
thrown yourself back,
Yeah.
it's kind of like
I got to.
because it ain't gonna do nothing but make her act out more and more.
Yeah, so it's like I'm damned if I do, if I damned if I don't.
So with that saying, I don't really too much like that saying because
Me either.
people always say that. But here's the thing: it's different ways to rekindle that relationship.
Absolutely.
And it's a matter of what you willing to
What
do
you willing to do?
to
Because
rekindle that
it's
relationship.
like you giving up. It's like you giving up on her.
No, absolutely
but
not. Absolutely not. It's like at this point, it's really heavy. I don't give up on anything. Absolutely not. It's just like it's me trying to figure out this puzzle and put these pieces into play and to make up this puzzle. And that's all I'm doing right now. So I had to step back and figure out what's a different approach.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of people say that they can't be their child's friend, but when your child is pushed out to the streets, you have to become their friend to get them back to being. You have to be a friend to get them back to where you want them to be. At.
Yeah.
So maybe you have to try to bribe with her. You have to try to communicate with her and see what she at. See what she at. And stuff.
I know trust me. Everything we talking about, I've covered those tracks and then some. And it's even to this day, every day I'm working on reaching and figure out how we get back here, because
It's like some love lost somewhere. Like.
yeah,
It's definitely some love lost, and the thing is that you as a father, because me
I
as a
had
father,
to take it. I had to take it.
Right.
Like even though I went through shit, hell, and hot water to even get this help back, I had to eat it. I had to eat that up. I couldn't look at my child and say, "I hate you for what you did to me."
Yeah, because
Or-
I remember in being in the hospital, a lot of people was trying to tell you
To
press
press
charges. And he was firm
I
on that,
was like, no.
I can't do that to my daughter.
No.
I can't do that. I can't.
But deep down, you know that it's a reason why
I
she
knew.
actually did.
I know. Personally, it's something mental to me. That's my opinion. Nobody around. I protected my kids. Like when they around me, I don't have different women around. They don't. When whatever I got going on in the streets or outside of, my kids never saw that. For all they know, I got a very good daddy. If I sold drugs, if I was a thief in the night, whatever, they never saw this. They would have never saw it. They never saw it. They didn't. I could be the ladies' man, whatever. They never saw these things.
So how you as a parent and experiencing this, how do you move forward to rekindle that relationship? Because me personally, I can't.
I can't even answer that for you.
Well, you need to answer that for me.
I mean, like, I don't. Let me say it again. I ain't got that answer. You know what I mean?
This boy is so silly.
Shit. I don't have that answer right now because it's like I'm steady trying stuff and it's like.
So let me ask you this: you saying you steady trying stuff?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you took the initiative to go and seek
Help.
like mental help, not only for her though,
'Cause
for you too.
Yeah, I was just finna say for yourself.
For you too. And see, that's the you
Shit.
see that look that he
That
just the look that you just gave, you made it as if you don't need help yourself. When in actuality, you do. Because right now you have a relationship that's broken between you and your child. So even on a mental standpoint, you still need help too. You still need the help because guess what? No matter what, me as a parent, I'm trying every avenue that, and I understand that you said that, but on the strength, when I just asked you, hey,
You know why? You want to know why?
did you pay for the therapist? Did you pay for a counselor? Did you pay for a
Yeah,
psychiatrist?
she didn't want to do that.
But
Ain't
see,
no-
listen, she's 15.
But
Ain't no-
see,
That's when forget
but-
the friend part. The
see,
adults.
but see,
Like, yeah.
that's what led to this.
But see, that's the thing. Listen, somewhere in it, it was a mixture of friendship.
Never.
It was a mixture of friendship and letting her being grown.
Not.
Because
I never.
She because even with a runaway, once they run away, sometimes they come back home, and you ain't gonna never let them run away again. You know, so it's just like it was somewhere. It was. I just,
Somewhere along the line, you allowed her to be grown too fast.
too fast.
Somewhere because let me tell you something.
y'all not listening.
and no, I hear you because
Y'all not
I'm
listening.
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this though. And the reason
Well, maybe
I'm
her
just
mom was letting her be grown.
I
too
said
fast.
that, y'all.
right,
catch it.
right. And here's the
I
thing.
said that.
But here's the thing also, and that also plays a part on you. So you can't wait. Let me say this. You can't say that it was her mom because let me tell you this. When it came down to my daughters, I have a teenage daughter as well, right? And when I saw her mother wasn't doing what it took to raise her correctly, I took every avenue to make sure that I got her and I can raise her the correct way. So no matter what, the mother, because now growing up, you cannot put it on the mother because then you have to look back and say, well, hell, I'm a father. So even if because listen, she didn't start acting grown when she got 13. She didn't, trust me, she didn't start acting grown when she got 13.
Here's the thing. I said this earlier. When she come around me, she's sweet and innocent.
Yeah, every girl with their daddy.
Exactly.
Okay, but listen, so I'm just piggybacking off of what you said. You said when she come with you, but you also just told Triple T that it was her mama.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point,
what I said was, whatever went on over there,
It wasn't allowed at your house.
it's not allowed in my house. So this
But see,
it's like
she's supposed
obvious.
to know. She's supposed
It's like
to know
obvious.
the difference, though.
So
because just like when because me and my family is a family. I have 3 kids, 1 kid,
Yeah.
father like that. So it's not no go over no other house. But when the step kids come over, they know the difference of who house they in. So no matter where they go, they know that when they come here, it's totally different from when they at their mom's house. So they know it's rules over here. They have to you know what I'm saying, abide by everything. They don't do what they do at their mom's house. But the moment they walk up out that door, the mom called and saying extra stuff that went on because they not, you know what I'm saying, under my household no more. So
Exactly.
it's like the rules have changed.
exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. What you instilled in your child when she's with you is with you.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So what she does with her mom is
It's
not
right.
going to happen with you.
Exactly.
right? But even on the strength of like you said, what happened when she's with him ain't gonna happen with her mom.
Right.
But that comes in the play of the communication with the mom and the father.
The father can have it where when I call, it's cut out.
It's
Exactly.
cut out, and if you are communicating
So-
with me as if okay,
it can-
hypothetically, let me
here's the
just say
thing.
this. Hypothetically speaking, you communicate with me concerning our daughter, and you telling me these are the actions that my daughter is doing while she's at her mom's house, and while she's at your house.
Right.
You telling me, hey, she's misbehaving, she acting grown, she doing this and doing that. Guess what? The next time that I get her with me, that's what she gonna be. Because I see that you
Making it a habit of when you go home.
So-
what you letting her do what she wanna do.
So I can understand all that, but no, it wasn't. It's a little complex in that.
I know it's different
It's
stuff.
Yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
a lot complex than that. Communication, I have no problem with communicating with anyone, but when you have another party that's refusing, you can't force that person.
So she
And
wasn't
a lot of-
communicating.
No, and a lot of things was hidden from me. That's why I said earlier, when she was doing certain things, it was just like, where did this come from? Because I've never saw it before, so I know it come from somewhere. And
So
I know-
how was her? I mean, do you see any of her actions because you dated her mom? Do you see any of her actions?
And
Absolutely.
In the child.
It's like me watching her mama all over again.
But listen, when you start to see different behavior in your kid, that's when you
So-
people don't believe in therapists. People don't believe in, you know what I'm saying?
No,
going to
because
get
it's an untalked about topic
Yes.
in the black community that
Yes.
we don't need help.
Yeah.
No,
That's
but
a,
you do need it sometimes.
that we actually we run from that when we hear in the black community when we hear that we have a mental problem, we automatically get on offense.
Okay.
And we be like, oh no we don't, but deep down, yeah we do. Even the actions that we seen in our parents.
I just think when it comes down to therapy, I think that's everybody has their opinion about it. That's
so
like-
so you don't feel that, I mean,
You don't feel you and your child need therapy?
I feel I don't think someone else can fix me and her problem. Just like I don't,
But-
I think.
but
From the
you're
looks
not
of it, I was
fixing
gonna
it.
say, right. It don't
You're
like
not
you
fixing
fix
it.
it.
So you have to bring
That's
But
that.
you know why I think you need therapy? Because for one, y'all never came to just sit down and talk about the situation. So it's never over. Because no matter what, deep down in your heart, you feel some type of way about that. No matter
No.
if you let it go or nothing, you do.
Nah, not at all.
You ain't gonna never get
There's-
stabbed and be
there-
dead. I'm
there's-
almost dead and just
So
don't feel some type of
the
way.
reason why is because
That's why you need therapy.
No, listen. There's a spinoff. It's a spinoff. So there's other things my daughter has going on, which the reason why certain, like I say, I have to be cautious about the steps I take. I can't just say, oh, therapy or this and that. That's just,
But that's a start.
But it's a start. That's an opinion. And the thing is this, until someone's put in this position, it's easy to say,
Then it's done. You're right. But I want to go back to why you said that's an opinion.
because it's like we can sit here all day and say this is what you do, this is what you do, but every family, every scenario, and every situation is different.
It definitely
Absolutely.
And there's also it's not understood or the steps that I take, and reason why I say, oh, I didn't have this conversation with her. At the end of the day, I know I'm stronger, so I'm sure she can't handle that topic yet. So I'm like, okay, we have to now focus on getting her in a state of mind where she can understand what's going on.
And guess who's going to get her in that state of mind?
So
Someone that she listen, because if she even, because I
let me
know
cut
that
you off.
y'all
Let me cut you
okay,
off.
go ahead.
She had a therapist.
Well, maybe she needs to be sitting in the hospital and
She got all that. She got all that.
maybe she needs to sit down and get some real help. A therapist ain't doing it, so she needs to get some medicine and some stuff like that. Something for real,
It's-
because there's no way that my child stabbed me and I can't get a closure from it. I need a closure. Or why? Like seriously,
I mean,
what happened?
Here's where
All
I'm at.
jokes
Here's
aside.
where I'm at. Here's where I'm at. I know I'm a walking miracle. That so I'm letting God take over this situation.
And I listen.
That's why.
I kudos. I promise you. I get you. I get you. But like I said, and I'm piggybacking on it again. In the black community, we fail to identify when it's serious though. We fail to identify when we have a mental problem.
A mental problem.
We feel that we don't. We feel that we are strong enough to handle it ourselves. We feel that it's nothing that a doctor or anybody can do to help build me back up or help build this relationship back up. We got to do it on our own. But and guess what? You sat here and you said, well, maybe that conversation, she's not strong enough and not ready to have that conversation. But guess what? Okay, so what if 20 years down the line, she's still not ready to have this conversation? She's still pushing back away from you. At some point along the lines, in order for you to rekindle that relationship, you got to say, hey, I mean, that's only if you want it.
I'm listening
That's
to you.
that's
I'm
only if you
listening- I'm
want it.
listening to you.
It's
I'm listening. You know what I'm listening to?
what?
I'm listening to you tell me things that
Could help. Not listen. Could
see,
help.
You're not
I'm-
listening. You're not
okay,
listening.
go ahead.
You're
Yes,
cutting me
sir.
off.
Yes, sir.
You're not. You're telling me about, or things that I've already tried and already done.
But you said you haven't.
And I haven't given up on. There's like I say, this situation is easily. It's easier for someone that hasn't been put in this position to say, "Oh, this is what you need. This is what you need."
No, I understand.
So it's like
It's a lot of different situations
it's a
that
lot.
people be in.
It's a lot of different situations in this scenario that.
And what results is always the first thing, therapy. Sometimes you have to you need to sit down and listen to someone tell you, you know what I'm saying, what's possible could happen and what, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. You know, you tend to be like, I don't need therapy. But sometimes sitting there listening to someone tell you your problems, to hear from someone else is
It helps.
it helps.
It helps, and listen. We have things that go on in our life, right? And the moment that a person open up their ear to listen to us, we feel so much better because we have held it so long. And even if you have talked to one, it might be just somebody particular that you talk to, and they sit down there and listen to every word you say.
Because do you honestly think that your daughter haven't told this story to 1,000 people probably already?
My daughter, she
She'd have probably told the story 1,000 times, but just never talked about it to you.
She maybe
personally.
have. She maybe have. I don't know. Maybe she have. Maybe she haven't. Like I said, the situation is so delicate, and
I think that's why you don't, because it's so delicate. That's why you don't want to allow anybody else into that space because it's so delicate and it's so.
it's not that it's not that I won't allow no one.
It's a touchy situation.
It's not that I won't allow anyone. I'm just very I'm very cautious about the steps that need to take because number one, I don't want to create no more damage. Number two, I don't want to put her in a situation that makes her even more uncomfortable and cause more distance. You know. So personally, I know I've made some progress with her.
But remember, she's 15 though. Remember,
She's 15. So she's 15. She's 15. Yes, but
And she still need her father.
She absolutely, but you keep saying it as if I'm not there. I'm not.
No, we're not saying you're
No,
not
right,
there.
right. No, I know you
what-
personally, so I know.
It's like
I know
it's
you
like-
there,
it's
so
like-
you can't say it.
It's like my job is never done. It's never done. So every day there's an option. I'm always finding different options to try this, try that. So of course she's 15. She's a kid still, and in her head she hates that.
Of
and
course, because she's been
that's-
out. She's been out for a
That's
couple of years
that's
too.
where we clash at. You know.
Because she's already been in the system already, correct?
Yeah.
Already, right now, have already got herself
In trouble.
involved with the wrong set of people already.
absolutely.
Outside of what happened to you.
But that's why I feel like that you feel like you just rather leave the situation alone because you feel like she's too far gone already. But I feel like she's only 15, so
I didn't. No, it's not that I'm leaving it alone. I said I got to go about it differently. You know, it's like
So tell us.
what's differently is 2 years have passed by already.
it's 2 years, but a couple months went by. Hell, almost a year went by. I actually didn't talk to her because I know for a fact I'd done nothing wrong. So, which is the reason why. That's the reason why I said, you know, I got stronger. You know, not just physically,
It would make you
but
stronger.
mentally. I had to. So, don't get me wrong. At the beginning stage, I was resentful. I forgave her, but I was still like, look what you did to me. Like, look what I'm going through. It's just like a person that get these scars that they can't get away from. You know. So I had to. I gave myself the therapy and accepted, hey man, that's what it is. You know, we got to get up. We got to move forward. We can't sit in this. At the end of the day, like you said, this child still needs a father. And I understand it's an undone situation. That's the reason. Then that goes back to it's like, okay, Eric, we it is what it is. It happened. You know, you still love this child. Let's get up and go. Let's go get this daughter.
Do you think she would hurt someone else?
To protect herself, yeah.
Not even to protect herself.
But
Do
see,
you
that's
think?
the saying that her mama put in her head to protect herself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why I
If
said
she
like you don't
feel-
think she need help
if she feel-
now to feel like that she don't need to have
so-
nobody else.
Yeah, possibly yes. She needs to understand, like, no, it's not cool. You know, some of the stuff she's done, and I tell her all the time when we do talk, like, some of these things are not cool. It's not cool. Because of how our bond used to be and where it's at now, it's like, that's why I say I'm very cautious about how I approach it, because of course I want it back. Of course I want my daughter right up under my arm like she was before. So I'm very cautious and very taking the steps necessary and taking my time with it, because it's not going to happen overnight.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it's just all about time. It might not be in the next year or two. It might be somewhere down. She might get 21 years old and things hit her in reality here and say, man. And we sit back one day and we be talking and there it is. But I don't think this is my way of feeling like I don't. She's still a kid, and what I went through from the beginning to the end with this situation, I don't think she can. I don't think she can handle it. If you can't handle small little things about what I allow you to can and cannot do, I don't feel she'll be ready for it. And I also don't want to put this image back in her head and make her go back to that day it happened. And you bring up different emotions. Who knows? She might have buried it and it sounded like that she did that. I don't know. I'm just putting things on the table, like,
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so that's where I'm at.
Well. Go.
So I got one more question. So when you see her, what do you see her as? Like when you look at her, what do you see? Because honestly, when anybody hurt me, when I look at you, I'm looking at you as okay.
Yeah. I never trust you again.
Never
type.
trust you again.
Like I can never be just open to you again.
Hear that? Y'all hear yourself?
That's true.
Did you hear yourself?
What?
Repeat what you just said.
Yeah,
I can never trust you.
I could never trust you again. If you
Not saying-
try to hurt me physically,
So-
but that's why I would seek help to try to get it to be better.
Listen, so
Listen, listen. So listen.
that's the key thing right there. I had to be open enough to trust her again on a level where I can go to sleep while you in the next room. So
I would
absolutely.
have had boat lock.
see what I'm saying?
Had all the knives. I ain't got
So-
no more knives in my
so-
house.
Think about that. If I was willing to say to still put that trust in her.
Oh, I get you. So listen, y'all. Listen, this is coming to an end of our part 1 episode. We're gonna have another part 2 with you, Eric Moore. We're gonna have you come back out and share some updates. Hopefully later down the line. But we would love for you to come back, and we truly appreciate you for coming out here and sharing your story.
Absolutely.
You are amazing. And
It just keep talking.
so we appreciate it. And to all of you all that are out there watching with us, we appreciate you for tuning in to Former Food Podcast with your host, Pastor Messi, and your other host,
Triple T.
Triple T, Tasty Topics, y'all.
With
Listen,
Tati.
with Tati, there you go. Listen, we got merchandise that you are more than welcome and able to purchase. Come and stop by. Go. You can find us on YouTube with Former Foods Podcast. You can find us on TikTok, Former Foods Podcast, Instagram, Facebook, and Spotify. So be looking out for us in our next episode, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Till next time, Former Foods, y'all.
Peace.